apparently having black skin covers a multitude of sins. Send tweet. Oh, wait. That's really more of a gab than a tweet. Goo. All right, let's get started today. All of the craziness with the confirmation hearings of Ketanji. It's okay, I can mispronounce it that way because I am Latino. In any case, all of that reminded me of something. It's a memory I haven't thought of in a while, but I remember this always stuck out to me about something that happened in my childhood. And I don't know if I've ever told this story on YouTube before, but in any case, I was like 12, 13, and my aunt, who unfortunately has passed away since then. She was a Christian, so there you go. Anyway, she was graduating from college. She went to Nyack College, and I attended her graduation. And I remember this stuck out to me, and it made no sense to me at the time. So when she was walking, the stage to get her diploma, she carried a Puerto Rican flag with her, like a little mini Puerto Rican flag. And she's waving it around, very proud. And I always liked being Puerto Rican. I enjoyed it. I never had any problems with it. I enjoyed my Puerto Rican family and all of that. And, because I'm Puerto Rican, likely my childhood, my family, reunions were a little bit different than yours. And that's all good. I loved it all. I thought it was great. But that never made sense to me. What was the point? Like, what is this Puerto Rican pride? Like, you didn't do anything. You were just born. God made you a Puerto Rican, and she wasn't even born in Puerto Rico. She was born in the United States. So it just made no sense to me, and I never got that kind of pride, right? Never understood it, and a lot of people have it, and whatever. So at the time, I never understood it, but actually recently, I feel like I understood it a little bit more than I used to. And this all happened because of the movie Encanto. I remember I was talking to someone, maybe I was on the channel, I said this as well, where I said that Disney missed a pretty huge opportunity in Encanto. It should have been a movie based in Puerto Rico, because that would have made a Puerto Rican demographic in the United States very happy. And the reason I thought it is because a lot of the people in Encanto reminded me very much of members of my family. So because, listen, stereotypes oftentimes are true, right? So that's why they're stereotypes. So, Latina stereotypes, they often match, what being Latinos and Latinas are like. And I remember thinking there were some characters in that movie that reminded me of Puerto Ricans and people in my own family. In any case, so I said they missed a huge opportunity to make this movie based in Puerto Rico. In fact, Puerto Rico is Isla del Encanto, right? So even the title, it seems like it should have been made in Puerto Rico. Anyway, someone told me that Disney is working on a movie based on Puerto Rico. And so in that moment when they told me that, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's great. That's exciting. And I feel like I finally understand a little bit of that sort of, ethnic pride, or it's not really pride, but just, it'll be cool to see, them putting stereotypes on the screen that actually do match up with reality. So as much as the movie Encanto and some of the characters in there reminded me of people in my family, there's a very good chance that, in the Puerto Rican movie, it'll be even more so, right? But then I started thinking to myself, yeah, but they're probably going to gay it up. They're probably going to make it super gay, and that's not going to be very much fun at all, because they're going to make Puerto Rican characters gay and all this kind of stuff. And if they do that, if Disney decides to gay up the Puerto Rican movie, obviously I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to praise it. I'm not going to be excited about it, all that kind of thing. But see, this is the thing, though. So, like, ethnicity is great and all, and I understand a little bit of some of the camaraderie that's just automatically there. Like when I meet a Puerto Rican, through the channel or stuff like that, it's cool. I get it now. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You probably had a more similar childhood to myself than some of my white friends or whatever, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I get. By the way, if you're white, you can have some ethnic pride too, and that's allowable. You can be very proud of your white heritage and whatever it is you guys do. It's okay to be white. I promise you, it's okay to be white. In any case, but the thing is though that ethnicity doesn't cover any sins. It doesn't make you good automatically just because you have the same ethnicity as me. Like Sonia Sotomayor is a disgrace. She's a disgrace. It's it stinks because I said this on Twitter too. This is also probably better on Gab, but I said, we deserved, life as a black or a brown. It's hard enough. We deserve like a Jackie Robinson level, but we got Bush League. We got Sonia Sotomayor, a complete disgrace. And now we're going to get Ketanji, Kendall Jackson? No, that's a wine. Something Jackson. And she's going to be the next Supreme Court nominee, and she's going to be the worst Supreme Court justice yet. And I guess that's not really saying much because they just keep getting worse and worse as we go. But it's like the presidencies. Like each president is worse than the last. In any case, so the fact that Sonia Sotomayor is Puerto Rican doesn't cover the fact that she's awful, right? It doesn't cover the fact that she's a revolutionary judge who's going to be horrible for the country and stuff like that. It doesn't cover the fact for the fact that she's part of our judgment. God is using her to judge us, giving us horrible judges like Sonia Sotomayor and other guy, I just forget their names at this point. I don't even know their names anymore. These people are so irrelevant to me. But anyway, so all these judges, we're being judged by God for all these judges. People couldn't believe the Supreme Court justice didn't do the right thing during the election. And it's like, well, why couldn't you believe it? We're being judged right now. God is destroying the nation. And so Ketanji is the next one that he's going to use. And it's really a shame. But I just keep seeing like evangelical leaders talking about how wonderful she is because she just kept her composure and she's just so qualified and just can't believe how she's been treated. And it's like, yeah, but she's an awful judge, right? Like the fact that she refused to answer the question about how to define a woman, that's not genius. That's not legal genius. That's just, frankly, she's showing you that she's going to do whatever it takes for the revolution. It's just that simple. She was lying. Of course, she knows the definition of a woman, but she won't tell you because she needs to do whatever the revolution needs her to do, right? And so if that means that she's got to hide the definition for a woman until later when she can spring it on you at the right moment, then she'll do that, right? And it's just that simple. She will judge with partiality, and that's why she's there, because she will judge with partiality. By the way, that's why all of these judges are there. They're not there to interpret the Constitution correctly. They're there to drive the revolution. It's just that simple. In any case, but yeah, it certainly seems to me that because this woman is black and all of that she's been given a pass for all of her horrible judging, right? Her horrible morality, her horrible track record of justice, her horrible, just views on justice in general. Like, being black doesn't cover for that, just as much as being Puerto Rican doesn't cover for Sonia Sotomayor, right? These people are instruments of God's wrath, right? God is using Sonia Sotomayor and Ketanji. I don't know. I'm Puerto Rican, so you have to excuse me. These are people being used to judge our nation, and it's the same as the previous judges. We thought we were getting a great judge. I remember being against Coney Barrett. I remember saying on YouTube that I was against her judgeship. And that she probably wouldn't be a very good judge, or maybe I said that she might be a good judge, but I was still against her judgeship. She turns out to be pretty worthless. You know what I mean? She's not going to stop the revolution. Neither is the other guy. Listen, we all know there's one good judge, it's Clarence Thomas. But the thing is, what good has that done? Very little. In any case. This is not black pill, by the way. This is just reality, right? And you got to enjoy the ride. Like, people are like getting all upset about this revolutionary judge, and it's like I called my brother about it, and I said, "Hey, what do you for confirming Ketanji?" And he's like, "Yeah, absolutely. Let's just get this show on the road." I think that's the right attitude, right? It's like God is judging us, and we're gonna pray for mercy. But like, I just kind of want to get it over with already. I understand that viewpoint, my brother. In any case, here's a woman boxer who won the women's championship, made by Jim Bob. So there you go. Anyway, I guess that's really all I have for you. Man, I really hope they don't gay up that movie. They probably will, and that'll be that. But yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. God bless.